Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It is 11:30, Monday, May the 8th. And my plan today is to do some things in the kitchen. So welcome to my kitchen. My name is Marissa, and I am new to YouTube, and there are several things that I like to do on my channel, such as clean with me videos. I've already posted one of those, so go back and check that out. I'll do cook with me's. Oh goodness, my brain just went blank. Gardening. I love to garden. I said that as in, sounded like I was a pro. I am definitely not a pro. This is actually my first year having a garden, so I'm sure there will be things that you all can teach me. Please, if you see something that I'm doing that's not, right, let me know. I'm trying not to be too loud because my grandbaby is asleep, taking a nap, and so I'm keeping my eye on her, and if she wakes up during this, we'll just take a break and come back and finish when we can. So anyway, there are things I like to do today. I want to get some chai banana muffins made and prepped for breakfasts for this week. I have a snack that I'm wanting to put together. I want to get our dinner together for tonight. And so several things I want to get done. And I hope that you guys will come along with me and enjoy the day with me in the kitchen. First thing I need to do is get some clean straightening up done so that I can work better. I work better in a clean kitchen. And I try to keep it clean and keep up with everything as I go. It doesn't always work out for me, but I try. So these chai banana muffins that I'm making, I'm going to do my best to make it as anti-inflammatory friendly as I can. That is a diet that I'm supposed to be following, and I do to a point. I have some health issues, and so this is the diet my doctors have me on, and it's not necessarily so that I can lose weight. It's to aid in the inflammation, obviously, and other health issues that I'm having. So, these muffins that I'm going to make, I'm going to adapt it as much as I can to be anti-inflammatory friendly, and hopefully they taste good. The recipe sounds really good. When it comes to recipes, though, I don't usually follow the recipe. I more or less get recipes for inspiration because I tend to just do my own thing. I used to be a caterer until the end of 2021 when I got sick, and the Lord literally stopped me in my tracks from what I was doing, and which is okay because God's ways are always best. His way is always best. But it was a little, oh no, what am I going to do kind of moment that I was having, because I am physically unable to do the things that I used to be able to do, such as catering. Catering is a very hard job, but I loved it. I loved cooking. I still love cooking. I just can't do all the things I want to now. So anyway, I will share my cooking and my recipes with you all. If you're interested, I hope that you would be. I don't do anything fancy either. I'm just simple. I learned to cook watching and helping my mom and my grandmother and my great-grandmother, both of my grandmothers. I mean, I have some awesome cooks in our family. So, yeah, I've got things that I'm looking forward to sharing with you all. Get this kitchen cleaned up so I have a clean workspace. You're going to have to excuse me while I look for my recipe. For those banana muffins, I found some sourdough bread my husband brought home from work Friday. I forgot I had put it up. This stuff is amazing. And I actually have back there a A sourdough starter that I'm trying to start. This is my third time. I killed it the first 2 times. We'll see what happens. Hopefully third time's a charm. I need to stop chewing. Okay. Get the recipe pulled up. Get our ingredients out. Okay. I need bananas, and I have several extra ripe bananas here that I'm going to work with today. I need ginger. I don't have cardamom, so I'm going to use nutmeg in its place. So I need ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, clove. Let's see. Nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, cloves. Okay, so I've got these. Probably gonna need to refill my cinnamon. Ooh, I don't have that much nutmeg either. I need to add that to my list of for my grocery list. Egg. Maple syrup. Oh, well, allspice. I need that too. Allspice and an ingredient you probably wouldn't think about, pepper. The pepper just helps with that, you know, to bring that chai flavor. It's really good. Really good. Okay, I'm going to eat this. Baking soda, baking powder. And those. Okay, I thought that this recipe had, oh, there it is, 1.5 cups flour. I thought about using almond flour to make this, and I'm sure you can, but my family will be eating this too, and they like it better this way. Okay, so I've got bananas, ginger, egg, maple syrup, allspice, baking powder, baking soda, nutmeg, cinnamon, clove, flour, pepper, salt, vanilla, and butter. Okay. This is my homemade vanilla. This past Christmas I made some homemade and gave it away as gifts. And this is mine. I actually really like it. I'm thinking about doing a spiced, like get a bourbon spice to make the vanilla with last time. Becky from Acre Homestead, she does rum spice with her vanilla beans. And I say this like I'm a drinker. I don't drink alcohol. Never have, never will. But I have tasted rum cake before, and I'm not a fan. So if rum spice tastes anything like that cake, then no thank you. So I'm going to try to find like a bourbon spice, if that even exists. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't drink alcohol. And butter. I'm going to get my 2 tablespoons of butter melted, and I'll be right back. That's hot. Okay. So I've got my butter melted. I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. Okay. And it says to mix the wet ingredients together. So we're going to do wet in the bigger bowl because the dry ingredients I'll mix here. Okay, bananas. 4 very ripe bananas. I'll get my 4 ripest ones here. And that leaves me with 4, so I've got another recipe I can probably try to work up with that. Alright, 4 ripe bananas. I used to, a long time ago, would smash these up with a fork. And if they're super ripe, they're pretty easy to mash up. But I have found that using either like a pastry cutter or a, my mind just went like a mashed potato masher, really gets it good and mushed up there. I'm gonna get these bananas mashed up really well. Can you see that? Like I said, I'm still new to YouTube and finding the right angles and stuff when I'm cooking. That'll come. I said I'm trying to be quiet. My grandbaby's asleep. I've got her on the monitor here. She seems to be sleeping pretty good today. It's a rainy day. I mean, is there any better weather to take a nap to than rain? I don't think so. Okay. So 1 egg. This over here. 1 egg. 1 egg. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now something fixing to. I follow recipes. I do. Especially when baking, I try to do it a little more closely, but very rarely, whoops, that was a little much. Very rarely do I measure. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I measure with my heart. And then we've got butter. This bowl is hot. 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Okay, the rest of this I think is dry ingredients. Yes. All right, so we're going to mix these together. That butter was hot, so I'm trying to stir quickly so that I don't scramble any part of that egg. Okay, it's time to move to a whisk or a spoon. Okay. Now I have lumps of banana in here, but that's okay. I like it that way. All right, 1.5 cups of flour. You can use any flour you want. I have all-purpose flour. Let's see. 1 plus 1/2 cup. So I'm going to fluff my flour. There's 1 cup. This is a 1/4 cup measure, so I'm gonna 1/4, 1/2. Okay. And then, oh well, so much for mixing my dry ingredients together first. It doesn't matter. As long as you get it mixed up and mixed well together, it's okay. So I've got my 4 bananas, my flour, my egg, my vanilla, my maple syrup. I need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. One teaspoon baking powder. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of salt. I need a teaspoon of ginger. I'll be better shaking with my right hand. I'm right-handed. clumpy, but we'll get it mixed up. Let's see, ginger, half teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, wait a minute. Full teaspoon of ginger. I only did half, right? No, I didn't. I did it right. Y'all, one of the things with my health, I don't know if I mentioned, I was having some health issues. Half teaspoon of cinnamon. Brain fog. I have really bad brain fog. I forget things. I'm trying to speak, which kind of makes me nervous doing a YouTube channel, because when I can be in the middle of a conversation and completely forget what I was supposed to say. I can't think of words sometimes, and you know, it's not been easy. Okay, I think I got enough nutmeg too. So anyway, if you hear me stumbling over my words or forget what I was saying in the middle of a conversation with you, it's actually kind of become my norm. A fourth of a teaspoon of allspice and a fourth of a teaspoon of cloves. I can already smell it. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. This is perfect for fall. And then an eighth of a teaspoon, it should be half of this, eighth of a teaspoon of pepper. Sounds weird, but it'd be really good. Okay, we're gonna mix all this together, and I think since I accidentally forgot to mix the dry ingredients separately, I'm going to use a whisk. Get this mixed up, everything incorporated. You don't want to over mix, but since I didn't mix them separately, the white and the dry ingredients, I do want to get it incorporated really good. And that looks, see those big chunks of banana? Alright, that looks good. So we are going to, hopefully I have enough liners to line my, I don't think, I found some, also found some little teeny ones. That's fun. I'll try to find something fun to do with those. So I'm just going to line my baking sheet. I mean, not my baking sheet, my muffin tin pan. Recipe says this makes 12. So I'm going to get my scoop out and do my best to get these as close as possible. This is my 3 tablespoons. I have to do it this way because I'm right-handed. I'm just going to try to get as evenly as we can. Baking is really not my favorite thing to do. I like to cook. I like to create recipes, and I like to update recipes, and I like to make recipes that I've tasted that other people make. And goodness, this is going to fill these suckers pretty full. And you know, I like cooking better than baking. And what I was going to say is, years ago, before Food Channel came out, you know, I did everything the hard way. And, you know, use 2 spoons and scrape it together, scrape them off. And it just took a little extra time, and it just wasn't my favorite thing to do. And, oh, that one's probably going to bubble out for sure. And so, you know, the Cooking Network came out, or Food Network, and all that changed. It showed you, easy ways to do stuff. And get a little bit out of this one. It's going to make a mess, but that's okay. Messes are pretty fun. All right, we're going to put this in the oven, 350 for 20 minutes. And then we'll see how they look and taste. Okay, my granddaughter, who is behind the camera with my daughter, woke up during the, as soon as I took these out of the oven. So, can you see? I mean, don't look at the dirty pan. Not dirty, but stained. Look, they smell good too. You want to taste them?
Is it banana?
It's chai banana.
Nope, I'm good.
She doesn't like banana.
I like banana flavor and stuff.
All right.
I do it.
Oh, it's very good.
I want to have a bite.
No, because I don't want you to say you don't like it on YouTube.
I might like it. Who knows? I can't tell.
That's very, very good.
It's not my cup of tea.
By the way, this is doesn't have sugar in it.
Did you make it sugar free?
I don't know if I did.
On purpose?
Whoopsie, sorry. I don't know. Did I put sugar?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You let that go.
Let's see. Bananas, ginger, eggs, maple syrup. That's what it's sweetened with maple
natural
syrup.
sugar. Supposedly.
Oh, it's good. By the way, this tasting is brought to you by my sister Susie.
Tasting.
She fussed because I didn't eat the nachos. She didn't get to see me eat the nachos.
Oh.
All right.
That's Susie.
So, I've got a couple things to do.
You can't have that.
So, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, while my daughter is here, taking care of a little bit for just a minute, I'm going to do a couple of things for dinner this evening to get ready. I'm going to make some homemade ranch.
Oh no, you dropped it.
And
You got it.
this is some leftover that I made last week. So I'm just going to throw it in here and start a new jar. Okay, I need, now this is that measure thing again I was telling you about. I don't measure. She what? You can tell me in a minute.
She was like happy drinking.
Alright, half a cup of sour cream. I'm guesstimating here. Half a cup of sour cream. Half a cup of mayonnaise.
Cracking me up. Look at her. She does like a fish face.
Hi, baby. Half a cup of mayonnaise. Half a cup of buttermilk. I don't have buttermilk, but I do have dry buttermilk. But I couldn't find it downstairs, so I'm going to do some dry milk and then add a little water to it. Hi, baby. Hi, Jokers. And yes, we talk baby talk around here. Hi, honey.
I just got a shower.
And then I need chives. You need a half a teaspoon of chives. Half a teaspoon of chives. Half a teaspoon of dried parsley. Because I'm doing heapings. Half a teaspoon of dried dill. Oh goodness. Dried dill.
You're getting heavy, sis.
And then garlic salt.
What is that face?
I need 1 teaspoon of garlic salt with parsley. 1/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder. 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. 1/4 a teaspoon of pepper. And, oh goodness. And a couple of teaspoons of lemon juice. And you can use real lemons or you can use the bottle. It don't matter. This is what I have, so this is what I'm using. 1, 2. Okay, we're just gonna scrape down. And then put a lid on it and shake. This is better when it's after it has set in the refrigerator for a little bit. Shake it up really good, get everything mixed up. And there you go, homemade. All right, now we're going to quickly cut up this potato because we're gonna have home fries with our dinner tonight. So I'm gonna get these cut up and get them soaking in some water. Put them in the fridge until I'm ready to dry them and cook them. I'll probably cook them in the air fryer. And it's just gonna be me and my husband tonight, so I'm just gonna do one potato. What are you doing, sweet baby?
Slide right off.
I'm gonna get this little task done, and then I'm gonna play with my granddaughter till time for her to go home, or she takes a nap, whichever one comes first, and then I will be. I'll be back to finish some projects in the kitchen today.
You are getting
Okay, I'm just gonna soak these in some cold water, put them in the refrigerator until later this evening, and then I'll be back and show you what we're gonna do with it. Okay, y'all, I'm back. It is 6:05. My granddaughter has gone home, and my daughter, she left. She's out doing her thing. My husband should be home soon. I sent him a text to tell me when he's on his way home so I could start dinner, but he may not get that message in time. So let's get started on some dinner. That made a bunch of noise. Okay, I've got a 9x13. It's a cake pan, baking dish, whatever you have. And I've got some Hawaiian rolls. I have some canned sirloin beef that I did in October. And I'm going to put some cheddar cheese, shredded cheddar, whatever kind of cheese you want, it's fine. And I need a little bit of mustard. And butter, onion powder. That will be enough butter right there. That's about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tablespoons of butter, onion powder, Worcestershire, however you say it. My mind just went blank. Oh, no. You can add poppy seeds if you want to. I'm not going to. Okay, all of that is for that. This is for this. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is line my dish with parchment paper. Easier to clean up. Okay. Then I'm going to get my Hawaiian rolls and we're going to cut them in half. Okay, so that knife is dirty. Try to use this one to see if it'll cut it. If not, I'll have to wash the bread knife. I only have one bread knife because it's the best bread knife ever. I've had it. It actually belonged to my husband's pop. And I don't know how we ended up with it, but we did. And that was, we've been married for almost 28 years. it's been a long time since we've had it, and it's the only bread knife I like. I have purchased bread knives before. I am not a fan of what I've purchased. They just don't do as good as that bread knife. I have to just show you the bread knife one day, and I'm sure that I will. So, okay, this is the top half. I'm just going to lay it up here off to the side, and we're going to work on this. We need to get our sauce, or whatever you want to call it, the butter mixture together. So I've got my butter, and I'm not measuring anything. I am just, you know, measure with my heart. That's what I do. A little bit of Worcestershire, a little bit of onion powder, and a little bit of mustard. Never can get these lids off. Okay, just a healthy squirt of mustard. Okay, and I'm gonna put this in the microwave till it's melted, and I can mix it together. All right, so my butter mixture has melted. Oh, goodness, can I make any more noise? And I'm just going to mix all of this together. I probably could have got that a little more, but that's okay. And then we're going to just brush it on the bottom half of the bread. Make sure you leave a little bit for the top, because we are going to brush the top as well. Okay, then we're going to take our sirloin beef that I can. I'm going to drain it. And I'm going to get a fork and just try to get it mixed up really good in the can. If you see white on this, that is a little bit of fat, and then also some of the salt that just settled in on top of the beef when it was canned. Honestly, canning, you know, that's something else I'll probably show with you guys a lot, because I started canning last July, so it's not even been a year yet, and it has become one of my absolute favorite hobbies in the world. Alright, so I'm just going to spread this meat. Clean hands are good tools to use, so spread this meat over your bottom half of your rolls. There's no need to salt this because I salted it beforehand, but if you want to add a little pepper, you can. I'm not going to. My husband likes pepper, but since we're both eating this, I like it. I like it, but not in abundance like he does. You know, this is so simple and so quick and so easy. You can make sliders any way you want to. I mean, if you like subs and sandwiches and stuff like that, well, get you an idea together and make them mini sliders. They're super good, super easy, super fun. I could doctor this up with all kinds of stuff, but I'm just going simple tonight. Then we're going to put our top half back on. And I'm going to brush the rest of this butter mixture over top. Now, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it up to my husband when he gets home. I could make a small thing of brown gravy to dip these in. And then also we could pour the brown gravy over my home fries that I'm going to be making. But my original plan is to just eat these as they are and then make cheese fries with my home fries. Bacon and cheese fries with that homemade ranch dressing. So that's probably the way I'll go, probably the way he'll pick, but we'll find out when he gets home. Okay, all I'm going to do with this is cover it with aluminum foil. Leave it until my husband gets home because this will bake about 18 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil, bake it covered at 400 degrees. Your oven temperature may be different, but mine, I'm going to do 400 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. And then take them out and cut them. And they'll be yummy little sirloin tip sliders. So I'm going to get this covered and then get my potatoes out and get those prepped. So I'll be right back. Okay, now I have my potatoes drained and we're just going to add some stuff to it. And I decided to go ahead and preheat my oven to 400 degrees because I'm going to go ahead and start these in the oven. I had mentioned that I was going to do them in the air fryer, but I think I'm going to do these in the oven. That way they can go ahead and start cooking, and maybe by the time they're finished, and by the time my husband gets home, it'll be at the same time. We'll see. When making home fries, you can pretty much flavor it any way you want to. The sky's the limit. I think what I'm going to do is, instead of regular salt, I'm going to use garlic salt, olive oil, got some onion powder, some parsley, some paprika. That might be it. Oh, and some, actually, I'm not going to do paprika. I'm going to do some Italian herbs because I want to sprinkle some grated Parmesan on them as well. Okay. First, we're going to just drizzle some olive oil. Little or a lot, however much you want. We're going to do a sprinkle of parsley. Again, a little or a lot, however much you want. Season to your taste buds. Some onion powder. Some Italian herbs. Not too much, just a pinch or so. And some garlic salt. This is the only salt I'm going to use, so I'm going to be a little generous. I am going to put pepper on these. Not too much. He can add more if he wants. And then I'm going to add some Parmesan, grated Parmesan. As much as you like. Alright. Then we will get these coated in the olive oil. Okay, hold on just a minute. My husband's calling. Okay, got that mixed up. I'm going to dollop just a little bit of olive oil in my dish, and I'm going to just pour this in there. Get all the goodness out of the bowl. And I'm going to stick these in the oven. I might turn it up a little bit since he did just call me. I could have gone ahead and put this in the air fryer, but I'm going to move my temperature up to 425. Get this going, and because this will take longer than the sliders will take. So I'll get that done. And I'm probably not doing my snack that I wanted to do today. I'll have to do it tomorrow, another day. I'm just getting tired and pooped. So I'm going to get these in the oven, and then when we come back, I will show you what the potatoes and the sliders look like and taste like when they're done. Hang on. Well, here's the finished product. And these got a little extra toasty on top because I took the aluminum foil off just to kind of crisp it up, because that's the way I like it. Not so much my husband, but come here, Rolf. I'm not going to put you on camera. These are the potatoes, and I'm going to let that cool off while I taste a slider. Oh, hold on. Okay. Hot, but very good. Cheesy potato.
Also very good.